welcome back to Miss B Biology. This is a part 2 of 3 lesson where we'll be working through common 6 marks biology questions to help you get over the fear of attempting these questions in your exams. So grab your book and grab your pen and let us begin. Question 1. Describe how vaccines help a person to become immune to a pathogen. Alright, let's look at this question before we start going through the answer. Alright, so first of all, you're asked to describe. Students, describe. Put the letter D above describe in any question that you see. Describe, it means that you're giving detailed account of what you're being asked about, right? You're looking at a detailed account of how vaccines, what are vaccines? How do they help a person to become immune? Immune means to be able to resist a disease. How is it that vaccine help people to resist diseases? That's what we're looking at. All right, so let's look at our response. All right, so students, let us break down our response. The first thing that you need to do, students, is to give a definition for the word vaccine. Remember, we're describing how vaccines help someone to become immune to a pathogen. But what's a vaccine? Vaccines contain the dead or inactive pathogen. This will be introduced into the person's body. How will the body respond? It's the immune system that will respond. The immune system is made up of white blood cells. Remember, there are lymphocytes and phagocytes. Phagocytes, they engulf pathogens, while lymphocytes, they produce the antibodies, the specific antibodies against the pathogen. Right, students, whenever you ask vaccines question, you don't need to say anything about the phagocytes. Speak about the lymphocytes. And if you can't remember the word lymphocytes, writing the word white blood cells, you'll still get your marks, right? So say either lymphocytes or white blood cells produce the specific antibodies for the pathogen. What's going to happen next? Memory cells will be created or made and they will remain in the body. For what reason though? Right? So that if you are exposed to the same pathogen, your body will respond faster. The antibodies will be produced faster. And this is why people believe that they do not get infected twice or can't get infected twice by the same pathogen because the second time around your body will respond faster. So what are you writing for your 4-bar exam, students? First point, vaccines contain the dead or inactive pathogen. Lymphocytes or white blood cells, they produce the specific antibodies for the pathogens. Memory cells are then made so that if you're exposed to the pathogen, again, the same pathogen, antibodies will be produced faster. So those are the 4 points that you're writing to get your 4 marks. All right, next question. Explain why plants infected with tobacco mosaic virus grow slowly. Right? Explain is our command word. Put the letter R above explain. The R means to give reasons. You're giving me reasons why when plants are infected with tobacco mosaic virus, why is it that they grow so slowly? All right, so let's get into the breakdown of the response before the response. All right, so first of all, what is responsible for growth? It is protein. Proteins are made from amino acids. Glucose helps to make amino acids. Glucose is made in photosynthesis. TMV, which is tobacco mosaic virus, reduces photosynthesis. How? Because TMV destroys the chloroplast, reducing chlorophyll. And remember, students, chlorophyll is responsible for absorbing the light energy for photosynthesis. So let's look at this now in a bit more detail. So students, we're looking at how TMV causes the plant to grow slowly. The TMV destroys the chloroplast, so it reduces chlorophyll. And if you know that if there is less chlorophyll in the plant, photosynthesis will be reduced, right? And glucose is made in photosynthesis. And so if there is less glucose, right, so we have less glucose, it means that less amino acids will be present because amino acids are made from glucose also, yeah? And if less amino acids are present, it means that less protein will be made. And remember, protein is responsible for growth. I hope you see the connection there. All right, let's get into our. Okay, let us now put our response together. So we're explaining why plants infected with tobacco mosaic virus grow slowly. So one, TMV destroys the chloroplast, reducing the amount of chlorophyll present. Less light is absorbed, reducing the rate of photosynthesis. Less glucose is produced, resulting in less amino acids being produced. And amino acids make protein, which is responsible for growth, right? So students, this point right here, let's make sure you're speaking about less and do not write the word no. Don't say that no light is absorbed and no glucose is made. Use the word less, because if no glucose is made, the plant would be dead. So would not be speaking about growing slowly, right? So use the word less. Next question. Explain what testing must be done before a new drug can be used to treat people. Right, so this is from the drug trying, drug discovery topic, and this is for 6 marks. We're explaining, meaning or points. In our points, we must be giving reasons. All right, so we're looking at what must be done before a drug is used to treat people. Okay, let us get into the response now, students. Remember, we're asked to explain what testing must be done before new drugs can be used to treat people, right? We're giving reasons for everything that we are saying. So first thing first, we are doing the preclinical trial of the new drug. And this is done on cells, tissues, or live animals. And the reason for that is to test for toxicity. This is the explanation, guys. And then number 2, the clinical trial on healthy volunteer using very low doses. Why? What's the explanation for that? To monitor for safety, to check for side effects in humans. Number 3, the clinical trial now on patients using very low doses. Why? What's the explanation? To monitor for efficacy and safety. Number 4, we're now going to be increasing the number of patients and do more trials. Why? To find the optimum dosage and to test for efficacy. Number 5, carry out a double-blind trial using the placebo and the real drug. Why are we doing that? So no one knows who has the placebo and who has the real drug. Why are we doing that? To eliminate or reduce bias. Number 6, a peer review must be done on the data. Why? To help prevent false claims. Yeah, so the explanation, students, must be in your response to get the full marks. I hope that this is clear, and I hope that you understand how to attempt these questions. Students, if you get a question and you do not know what to write, after reading the question, students, try to identify even one word that you know. For example, you read the question and there is something in the question about respiration, but you do not know what to write. Do not leave that question blank. If it is even to write the definition for respiration and speak about something that is linked to respiration, you can pick up a mark. It's better to get 1 mark than to get 0. All right, students. So thank you so much for watching and all the best in your exams. Bye bye.